Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. I am Lynn with Plasma Energy Plasma Energy Solution, and our website is plasmaenergysolution.com. Today's March 23rd, 2020. Oh gosh, I guess we just pass the first day of spring? Well, for many of you, you might be out planting gardens and things, and we'll have to wait till we can chip away a little more snow and ice before we do that. So today I want to ask you, how does your plasma pantry look? And I want you to know that our overnight temperatures, for the most part, are good enough that I can now send the Plasma Energy Station vials in the 16 glass vials that many of you always like to receive. And what I do want you to know is I've ordered in supplies because many of our supplies are coming from overseas and they may become unavailable. So as things evolve, we may see what is sent out changing with what I have available. As I've been ordering things, I'm getting replacement sizes of something I didn't order. I'm getting a notification maybe I will get it April 15th. So our rapid instant delivery system is faltering somewhat. So I want you to be aware of that. And I also want you to be aware if there's anything you've been thinking about ordering, I would suggest that you do so, because in our small town, we don't have somebody who comes and puts things in our mailbox and picks them up. We have to go to the post office, where we all have a box, our own post office box, and where we mail our things. So I just want you to be aware of that, because if there should be a stay in place, don't come outdoors, quarantine, then things are going to go on to hold for some time. So be aware of that. And then I want to ask you, what's in your plasma pantry? You know, over the 4 to 5 years that Dr. Paul and I were doing this, of course, the first thing we did was the Plasma Energy Station. And then just over time, we'd have an idea, well, what if we did this? What if we did that? Or we'd have people who would ask us if we would make a combination of GANs of something particular they were using. So let me just tell you about a few things that could be in a plasma pantry. And I'm just going to read off of here, because what this is my backup for sending out vials when there are orders. Okay, so here we have Healthy Gut, cat food GANs, Lyme relief, plasma energy for gloves, autism relief, pain relief, new tech frequency relief, lung support, bladder support, dewormer, tinnitus support, and uti-vag for women. Okay, that's one set. And this one has memory, eczema relief, inflammation relief, parasite, headache relief, mosquito, and that's for spraying about the house to make the environment to where the flying insects don't like it as well as they have in the past. Hand sanitizer, life force, and eye drops. Okay. So far out of what I've read you, the lung relief and the life force were things that we did formulate for other people who had requested that. Then we have, and there may be a few duplicates in here, we have herpes, we have peace. We have, herpes relief was something that was sent to us to formulate. Arthritis relief, detox, pet skin and itch and odor relief, clean mouth, healthy woman, virus relief, clear mind, winter wellness, healthy senior, which is our newest one, Superwoman Plus. And then we have the 5 that make up the first aid vials, and you'll also find these 5 in the vials on the plasma energy station. CO2, CuO2, I better not impede the camera here, so I'm going to just move some things over. Zinc, calcium, and CH3. Those are the things that go on the first aid. That's the first aid vials. Then we have Healthy Man, uti-vag, thyroid support, or a healthy thyroid. And this was also a formula sent to us from someone. Something for gloves. And the gloves would be for pain and arthritis, that type of thing. Autism relief, pain relief, new tech frequency relief, lung support, bladder, healthy gut, dewormer, tinnitus, healthy genes, and healthy kidney. And I do think I did have some duplicates here. What would happen is sometimes I'd ask Dr. Paul to put together some vials, and then I might have had a box of the vials back in the shipping department. And so we got the duplicates. And then we have toothache relief, plant, cold relief, insomnia relief, hot tub, and anxiety relief. So there you are for things that you can have in your plasma pantry. And I want to share something today with you. It's a thread that goes back a while that starts in October. And we were doing a promotion with Carrie Ellis with 21st Superhuman. And so we got an email from her, and she says to me, this is around October 1st. We had a long talk with a friend yesterday in Texas who is dealing with cancer and other issues. I wanted to get him on the water station, and he was very open to it when we spoke yesterday. Hopefully he will place an order in the next day or two. He may have some questions for you. I'm hoping he's getting extra vials. His name is Steve. And October 2nd, I got an email from Steve. Hello, Lynn. I'm looking forward to enjoying the benefits of the plasma water. I should have died in the week of June 2017. I was in a hospital almost 2 months with over 40 broken bones. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma at that time. A year later, I started chemotherapy, which severely damaged heart and central nervous system, leading to an emergency triple bypass in January of this year. All said, I'm doing amazingly well. Plasma water will be another move towards being, hopefully, the first person to ever be cured of which is multiple myeloma. Thanks and onward. The luckiest man in the world, Steve. And I want to say something right there, because Dr. Paul talked a lot about intention, and intention can shape our attitudes. Well, here's somebody, you've just read some pretty rotten things have happened to him. And what does he call himself? The luckiest man in the world. Okay, so then I heard from him on December 21st. And this is from Steve. I'm certain that I'm experiencing benefits from the use of the plasma water. He has the plasma energy station and cancer support. But I'm having a difficult time as a result of the multiple myeloma. We'll communicate further once I feel better. Hope your holiday season is filled with love and happiness. And I answered him, thanks for the update. Give it some time, Steve. Your condition didn't arrive overnight. So, what do I get today, March 23rd? Hi, Lynn. Have been experiencing the benefits of plasma water for over 6 months now and want to share my thoughts and experience with you. Rather than starting over, I'm forwarding a recent exchange with Carrie. It says a lot. Evidence of the multiple myeloma is still not showing up in my blood work. This is almost unheard of. Oncologist is quite amazed and says, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. The folks at Baylor contacted me last month to follow up on my schedule for stem cell transplants. While looking at the result of the blood workups, Carly, who was scheduling, said, "You may have gone into remission." Remission does not happen with MM, which is the multiple myeloma. There's always a first, though. Hope it's happening here. Not planning on stem cell transplants at this time. Am healed from last year's heart surgery. The chemotherapy for the MM caused the damage to my heart. Rarely do I ever feel my heart, and he doubled the word heart here, so he says, feel my heart all. So I'm not quite sure what he meant there. And my blood pressure and pulse rate are enviable even for a young man. I attribute this largely to curcumin, French grape seed extract, and the plasma water. Want you to know that I feel much sorrow later last December, thought about you and remembered you and yours in my prayers, still do. May we continue to be so very blessed, as always, Steve. And he was referring to the passing of Dr. Paul on December 20th. Okay, and so here's what he exchanged with Carrie, who had first told him about the plasma water. So I'll read their exchange. Howdy, Carrie. Amid the turmoil, most things are going quite well. Incredibly blessed. Watched the video and enjoyed it. So much good information. Was happy to see that you had put my water station in the video. Your video productions are so well done. And Carrie did a whole series on immune therapy. So if you want to have that forwarded to you, the link for it, just send me an email at lynn@plasmaenergysolution.com and say, please forward Carrie's video. Have been using plasma water exclusively since the day after setting it up. Attribute it to being a large part of recovery, healing, and well-being. I have a well with fabulous water, but since starting the plasma water, I can't drink water from the tap. It does not even feel right in my mouth. I use it for and in everything. Plants, washing, he means the washing machine when he's washing his clothes, the jacuzzi, the dog, hummingbirds, bird bath, everything. My cranky old mean cat, this is funny. My cranky old mean cat has become a much nicer animal as a result. That's hilarious. I have a basic starter, and Lynn was kind enough to include a cancer vial in the order. Have started to order additional vials a few times. Am doing so well and am happy with the station as it is. I'm just staying where I am for now. Thanks to you and Mark for introducing me to plasma water and for keeping me on your mailing list. As always, and onward, Steve. And then this was something that Carrie had sent out. She wrote, she had gotten this a few days ago from Steve. Hi, Steve. I loved hearing the good news you shared with Mark the other day about sustaining your well-being. We are so happy to hear it. We know the plasma water station is a great, non-invasive addition to your simple, healthy protocol. I just put on this video on natural immunity. I thought you might enjoy it. You will see the familiar water station in it. Feel free to share if anyone you know might be interested. Love and hugs from us. And hi to the wilds of Texas. And she has what the topic of the video they're referring to in this is how to boost your immune system, including against coronavirus. 5 powerful natural immunity secrets. And so finally I wrote to Steve and I said, hi Steve, thanks so much for your lovely uplifting message. I am so glad to hear that you are doing well. It makes my day when I hear results like this. There are those here locally who think I ought to wear a tinfoil hat. But you know, my response these days is, I have tinfoil hats in many colors. What color do you think would go today? So take care and be well. You might want to look at the new virus relief as well as Healthy Senior at some time if you want to enhance your plasma pantry. Thanks again, Lynn. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's just so awesome when I hear from people and they're telling me how things have changed and improved in their lives. And it's such a simple thing. You get the plasma energy station, you set it up, and you can share this with others. Dr. Paul and I used to laugh in a few of our videos, and I'd look at him and say, who thought up this business plan anyway? You send something to people one time, and they can give it away to their friends and families? What kind of a business model is that? But the whole point of it was that we would send this out, and you could share it with others. And you can share it with family, you can share it with friends. As you heard from Steve, the birds are getting it, the cat, the dog. It's in the hummingbird feeder. So, and many people have shared how well they've done with their gardens even by using the plasma energy station water. So please do remember there are many ways to use it. You can use it as a spray. And I actually have a couple spray bottles with different things for my plants, and I just spray on the plants. I have vials, various vials, in the cat's water dish. One of those vials is anxiety for the cat who used to hiss at everybody and run and hide. And just like Steve's mean cat, she wasn't mean, she was just afraid. And she is often the first one to come out and see who's just come in the door and to greet them. So she's a long ways from that little fraidy cat. Don't forget, you can treat your gloves. If you have sore hands, you can treat them. As we progress with protection, spray something on your gloves and wear those if you are allowed to go out in public and do things. And if you don't have a mask at this time, get yourself a bandana, spray your bandana and wear it. Just let them know you're not there to hold them up. I don't think anybody would think that if you showed up in a pink bandana though, right? And then for those of you that might have availability to masks, you can also spray these. And if you spray them after you've worn them, there's no reason not to use them more than one time. I think these will hold up even if you rinse them out in some rinse water and let them dry, and then go ahead and spray them. And remember on these types of masks, if you're able to get them, when you want to protect others, the darker colored side is out. When you want to protect yourself, the darker colored side is in. So you decide which way you need to wear it for whatever the given situation is. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this today. I want you to take care, to protect yourselves. Be mindful, this is not just the flu. I did get this today, and it's very thought-provoking. Mobile morgue trailers being deployed near major U.S. cities. In one of the most ominous developments to the U.S. coronavirus outbreak, mobile morgue trailers are being deployed outside major U.S. cities. The photo above and the large one before it show several of these trailers stashed on a farm outside of Joliet, Illinois. For those who erroneously think this is just the flu, may we respectfully point out that never before have mobile morgue trailers been deployed for victims of the flu. This outbreak is not just the flu. And for those who are just flat out, now these are somebody else's words, flat out stupid, the reason these morgue trailers are being deployed is because officials believe the number of dead bodies coming from this outbreak will overwhelm the local coroner's office. There are some very good scientists who are tracking this, and you might look for Mike Adams at Pandemic News. You might look, he also has naturalnews.com. Hal Turner is another name. You might look at that. And there are more. Dave Hodges has a lot of information on his Common Sense show. Steve Quayle covers a lot of this information. There are many alternative news journalists who are reporting things. And if you'll go to Sarah Westall's website today, she just uploaded something that's just terrific. And it's from Sherry Edwards, and someone who has consulted with Sherry on making an audio of sound frequencies. And what they say is Sherry Edwards and Jill Matson discuss the coronavirus frequency music file that is now available for people to download and stream. We discuss how it was created and what to expect. We also discuss other resources and important information that can help with those in need. It is now that we must be responsible for ourselves around the world. Those in Italy, Africa, and those countries that are unable to handle the need, these resources become even more important as you take your health care into your own hands. And so you can see more at http://soundhealthoptions.com or at coronavirusdefense.org. And there's a direct link there, so I would go to the sarahwestall.com or look for it on YouTube to get this. And it just came out today, March 23rd. So please do take this seriously and don't just blow it off that it's just the flu and it's going to go away when the weather gets warm, because you're seeing this in warm weather countries and weather isn't stopping it at all. Take the time to look at the video I did where I talked about what Dr. Thomas Cowan had to say and about how the water in your body is what's going to keep you healthy. We're over 70% water, and we have the opportunity here to make the water in our bodies the very best quality it can possibly be. And finally, what I want to say to all of you, please, say to those around you who you love, look them in the eye and tell them, I love you. Dr. Paul and I said I love you to each other every day, and after 54 years, we could still say it and mean it. And that's a great gift. So I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Do go to our website, plasmaenergysolution.com. And if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up, and please feel free to share it with others. Have a good rest of your day.